Starting in 1937, the Lionel Corporation produced a line of scale New York Central J1E Hudsons. Starting in 1937, they had the 5344, known as the 700E Hudson, and also the 763E later on. Both of these Hudsons had some very, very ahead of their time features, such as scale modeling, and are very collectible to this day. Lionel produced these Hudsons up until World War II, when they stopped operations, and then following World War II in 1950, they reintroduced their scale Hudson with a few less features, and they offered it with a basic freight set. Further down the line, to commemorate around the 50th year of the original Lionel Hudsons, Lionel re-released a line of scale Hudsons in 1984-ish. This is the one that you see in front of you right now, which is the 1984 785 scale Hudson. This scale Hudson has a couple of unique features, combining a lot of the characteristics from a handful of the original scale Hudsons Lionel produced pre and post World War II, including the post World War II 1950-ish shell and a very, very similar body and drive rod assembly from the 763E that slightly dates past the 700E. This engine is also paired with a 2426W/2224W style tender, which was prevalent in both post-war and pre-war Lionel steam engines. As you can probably tell, Lionel was very proud of their Hudson line, advertising it in both the 1940, 1950, and some earlier pre-war catalogs, as well as a couple of pamphlets and brochures bragging about their very advanced technique in building them and their incredible detail compared to the real thing. For example, in 1940, Lionel was advertising 3 sets with their scale Hudson and a couple of variations of it, like the freight set, a passenger set, and another freight set. All of these Hudsons were built to run on T-gauge rail, which was a specially designed, realistic-ish type of 3-rail O-scale that Lionel made that had 072 curves that could accommodate the very long wheelbase of this scale Hudson. Back to this 1984 Hudson, I was fortunate enough to have this gifted to me as an early Christmas present from a friend of mine, and it's unbelievable seeing it go around my layout. It is a very, very nice looking engine, especially when it's running, and it's made an amazing addition to my collection, and I am incredibly grateful to say that this engine is now mine.